Welcome to ABC Interactive English, everyone. Hello, I'm Mike.
And I am Nina. Today we are doing part 2 of walking the Camino. Oh, we learned last time that it's a really long walk.
Really long walk, yes.
Yes.
In the country of?
Spain.
Spain, that's right. Most people, though, they take the French way, which starts right over the border in southern France. I mean, there's mountains between France and Spain, so I guess at least the first part, there's probably quite a lot of up and down, walking in the mountains.
Sounds
and then
tiring.
Of course, then you're walking kind of west across the north part of Spain, 800 kilometers, and people do it in about 4 to 6 weeks.
Yes.
So that's around 1 month to 1.5 months. Would you ever think of doing a really long walk like this? Because we talked yesterday about, going for a hike on Yanmingshan. You walk for 2 or 3 hours. You feel healthy. You go home. That's nice.
Yeah.
This is work.
I think I would probably just settle a 1 or 2 hour hike and I use my 1.5 months to go on a vacation somewhere.
I see. So not so much walk as fly.
Yeah.
Definitely easier on your feet. Yes, for sure.
What about you?
I don't know. I've read a few stories about people who've done walks like this.
Yeah.
Not the Camino itself. There's the Appalachian Trail, which of course is in Eastern America. Kind of goes up the mountains of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. That always sounded really nice to me, and I read a great book about it. That's the nice thing about walking. You can kind of go at your own speed. You really get to enjoy nature.
Yes,
You're not just watching it go by out of a car window or from a train. But yeah, it's a long way. And I'm not sure my feet would be very happy after 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, that's true.
I might be looking for you flying overhead saying, I should have taken an airplane.
Yeah.
But what about you guys? And I'm sure we could find some in Taiwan too. I'm sure many of the mountain areas in the middle of Taiwan would have some lovely walks. I think walking in Hokkaido in northern Japan is something a lot of people do in the summertime. So there are some beautiful parts of the world. And if you have tough feet and you're a tough person, maybe walking a long distance in those beautiful places would be a great holiday for you. Well, let's find out about one of the most famous walks, more about it in part 2.
Okay.
Camino walkers often get a pilgrim's passport before they start. It's where they collect Camino stamps. It also lets them stay at special places for walkers. The places are safe places for walkers to rest and recover. They're also great places for walkers to come across other walkers. Some even continue the Camino with their new friends.
All right, so we are going to be walking the Camino again today. It's 800 kilometers. It's a long walk. Your feet will be tired. You'll probably have to buy new shoes at the end of it since it is 800 kilometers. But you do get to bring stuff home with you. You get little souvenirs, cool little things to remember your really, really, really long walk. For example...
So Camino walkers often get a pilgrim's passport before they start.
Nice.
It's where they collect Camino stamps.
Cool.
Okay, so that makes more sense because you have to make it somehow fun, right?
Okay,
Maybe that will be more appealing to people to do such a long trip, like a little challenge, like collecting these stamps.
Yeah, you also want proof, right? You don't want to say, oh, I did the Camino, and you sat on a beach in Spain, you liar. You didn't walk all that way, and then you can show them your passport.
What I did.
It's like a little book for when you travel, right? And it's got all the stamps. You can say, see, I got all the stamps. I really did walk all that way.
Yeah.
Cool.
So a stamp is a tool that you use to mark or make a symbol. Usually we use ink, right?
Yes.
For example, I got a stamp on my hand when I went to this event.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They've used that thing. It puts the little blue ink in there.
So you can go out and come back in.
Right. Often when you go to a bank here in Taiwan, you might bring a stamp with your name on it, right? Use that. Or when you pay bills in a 7-Eleven or something, they put these blue marks. It shows the date. It shows where you paid, that kind of thing. It just shows that you were somewhere or you did something, right? So that's a nice little souvenir. And then it says it also lets them stay at special places for walkers.
Ooh. Like very specific hotels for the walkers, maybe.
Or maybe hostels or even shelters.
Or maybe you get a discount.
Could be. These would not be fancy hotels. This is the kind of place that simple travelers even hundreds of years ago might stay. Maybe they're run by monks or nuns or religious people. It would be very basic, but when you're high in the mountains and your feet are tired and you're tired, you're just happy to have somewhere to lie down. So that passport can actually work kind of as a key to sort of open up this world of places that you can stay as one of the walkers. That sounds like a pretty useful passport to me. All right, let's go over to Tina. She is our passport to all knowledge about English grammar and vocabulary.
Hi, I'm Tina. 今天我们继续来聊聊朝圣之路。原来朝圣者有自己专门的朝圣者护照，能让他们入住专为朝圣者准备的住宿地点。课文提到的那是用来收集朝圣章的本子。那我们来看看单字。Stamp,名词，图章。I collected stamps from every museum I visited during my trip. 我在旅行中参观的每个博物馆都收集了图章。我们再来看一下文法重点。刚刚课文提到了 It's where 加上主词加动词，那是什么的地方。Where 子句在这里做主词补语。我们来看看这个例句。The coffee shop is very special to us. It's where we first met. 那家咖啡馆对我们来说很特别，那是我们第一次见面的地方。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, thank you, Tina. So we're talking about how the passports open up places for the walkers, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's a long walk through mountains of Spain. So there aren't probably big towns, cities, lots of hotels. So having somewhere to rest would, of course, be great, would really be necessary. I guess you can camp, but then you'd have to carry all that stuff on your back, right? That would be really hard work. So this way, it's much easier. And as the article says, the places, these small inns or hotels or whatever they are, the places are safe places for walkers to rest and recover.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you want to go somewhere safe, it's warm, you have a roof over your head. If it's cold or raining outside, people won't come and steal things from you as you're sleeping out there outside. So you can rest there and you can recover there, which of course would be very important because you've been walking all day for days or even weeks. When you recover, you kind of get back to where you were, you get back to normal, you get back to feeling good. If you're sick, they might say, stay home and stay in bed for 2 or 3 days. That will let you recover. And of course, if you hurt yourself, you hurt your leg playing sports, you can't just go right out and play sports again. No, you might have to stop for a few days or weeks or something to get better, to recover, to get back to normal. So that's what we do when we go home at night. We sleep, we take a break. That allows us to recover so we can get out there the next day and get back to work or get back to walking.
Yeah. So there are also great places for walkers to come across other walkers. So kind of like when you go to a hostel and you're traveling by yourself, you can always meet other fellow travelers, right? So it's
from your own country.
Indeed. So it's I feel like it's a good experience. You get to meet new people. You get to do something new. I probably might not do all the way, But I would consider doing part of this walk.
Yeah, and I think people do, right?
Yeah.
They do one section, the beginning, the middle, the end.
Yeah.
Some even do the whole thing. It says some of the walkers even continue the Camino with their new friends.
Ooh.
So you can stop at these places, maybe just meet someone as you're having lunch or a snack. You get talking, you find out, oh, they're from Taiwan, they're from this place, they're from that place. They're really nice. So you will carry on walking with your new friends. I guess maybe having a little flag on your bag or your shirt, that might be handy, right? It can help you find people from your country and you can make instant friends. And then, yes, maybe even continue on your journey with your new friends.
Yeah, so to continue means to keep doing something because they took a break to recover from the walk and now they're continuing their journey on the Camino. For example, please continue your work, or in this case, continue your walk.
And we will continue with our article after we check in with Tina.
这些地方是让朝圣者安心休息与恢复体力的场所，同时也是认识其他朝圣者的好地方。有些人甚至就和新朋友一起继续前行。我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的单字 recover 动词恢复。Terry is slowly recovering from his illness. Terry 正慢慢从疾病中康复。Continue 动词继续。They continued the game even though it started to rain. 即使开始下雨，他们仍然继续比赛。这边还有一个文法重点 ，come across 偶然遇见，这是一个不可分的片语动词。我们来看看这个例句。I came across my math teacher on the train yesterday. 我昨天在火车上巧遇数学老师。接着我们回到课文当中。
Okay, here we are walking through our article. If it's 800 kilometers, we're around 600 kilometers now because we're halfway through day 2.
Yes.
So let's finish it off. Let's check out the second part of today's article and then we'll be back.
Okay.
The Camino has signs with a yellow shell and arrow. They guide walkers along the Camino to the church. Many walkers cry with joy once they get there. They completed their great journey of the heart and soul.
Welcome back. Now let's learn more about the Camino. The Camino has signs with a yellow shell and arrow. Okay, so that's kind of a way that we can know that we're actually on the Camino, right?
Yeah, of course, with many thousands of people doing it every year, it's very long and it's been there a long time. It's probably one of the most well-marked long walks or hikes in the world, right?
Indeed.
They don't want people to get lost, and there's lots of people there, so it would probably be quite safe, which is good. And these signs, of course, will help people even if it's rainy or foggy and you can't see very far. You'll be able to see these very clear signs, so you always know which way to go.
Yes.
It says the signs, guide walkers along the Camino to the church, because it would be dangerous, right? And no fun if people get lost and like, hey, where's the church? And my GPS doesn't work and that kind of thing. So signs, as signs do in many places and in many ways, they guide people along A to B or from A to B. When we see a sign, the sign is, well, if it's a street sign, it's a sign giving us information, right?
Yeah.
It's telling us which way to go. They often use arrows or even like fingers pointing in a certain way. Or even if you tell someone, hey, it's this way, or go that way and then turn left and then turn right. You're guiding someone. You're basically showing them the right way to go so they get where they want to be and they don't get lost. And Tina is here to guide us to the happy land of perfect English grammar and vocab. Let's follow her.
Okay.
沿着朝圣之路的路牌上，皆有一个黄色的贝壳和箭头，指引朝圣者前往大教堂。我们来看一下刚刚课文里提到的文法 ：guide somebody along A to B， 引导某人沿着 A 前往 B。guide 是引导、带领的意思。我们来看看这个例句 The teacher guided the students along the hallway to the classroom. 老师引导学生沿着走廊前往教室。Hallway 指的就是走廊。那接着我们回到课文当中。
Thank you, Tina. Now continuing, many walkers cry with joy once they get there. Wow. Well, after 4 to 6 weeks of walking, I would probably cry with joy or pain that I'm finally there, right?
Yes, 800 kilometers under your feet. You're crying with joy. I mean, you would be super happy to be there.
Yes.
Some of those people, if they're very religious, they might really be excited to be at this famous church where they can pray to God, but you're right, they also might be crying with joy because they can now take a car or a taxi or ride a bicycle or just not walk for a few days. So of course, there would be a wonderful sense of just accomplishing something,
Indeed.
Reaching your goal, doing something really difficult that most people in the world have never done, right? That would be an amazing feeling. And it says they completed their great journey of the heart and soul. So there you go. It's also a great journey of your feet, your legs, your shoes, and your socks.
For sure.
But it's definitely a journey of the heart and soul. Even if you're not religious, that feeling of doing something so difficult would fill your soul with a great sense of power and strength, I think, in your heart too. And of course, if you're happy to be at this amazing, beautiful church, you would have a bunch of other feelings and emotions, and definitely your soul would be feeling very full at that moment.
So soul is the spiritual or deepest part of a person. So that's why some people say, oh, music touches my soul when they feel music very deeply.
All right, let's go over to Tina. She's got lots of good stuff to tell us all about.
很多朝圣者一到大教堂就喜极而泣，因为他们完成了一段意义非凡的心灵之旅。课文里提到的单字，我们来看一下。Soul, soul 名词，心灵。The music touched my soul. 这音乐触动了我的心灵。接着我们回到课文当中。
All right, so that's all we have for the Camino today. And let's review the article. We will see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Camino walkers often get a pilgrim's passport before they start. It's where they collect Camino stamps. It also lets them stay at special places for walkers. The places are safe places for walkers to rest and recover. They're also great places for walkers to come across other walkers. Some even continue the Camino with their new friends. The Camino has signs with a yellow shell and arrow. They guide walkers along the Camino to the church. Many walkers cry with joy once they get there. They completed their great journey of the heart and soul.
我们一起来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，stamp 名词图章 ，recover 动词恢复 ，continue 动词继续 ，soul 名词心灵。接着我们来看文法的部分 ，It's where 加主词加动词，那是什么的地方 ？That spot is very special. It's where Jen agreed to marry me. 那个地方格外特别。是 Jane 答应嫁给我的地方。Come across 偶然遇见 Jake came across an old friend in the mall. Jake 在购物中心巧遇一位老朋友。Guide somebody along A to B 引导某人沿着 A 前往 B. The lights guide hotel guests along the paths to their villas. 灯光引导房客沿着小路前往他们的度假别墅。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
A shopping district is a designated area of a town or city where there is a lot of stores, restaurants, and vendors. Basically, it's an area where you're bound to spend a lot of money. Let's take a look today at the Tunghai Night Market located in the Tunghai Biasu shopping district. On the west of Tunghai University is Tunghai-Bieshu Shopping District. The shopping district is a great place for shopping and food. You can find anything from traditional street food to special restaurants. Donghai Lianxing Ice and Chicken Feet Galantine sells delicious braised foods such as dried tofu and chicken gizzard. Across the street is a shop called Bean Taro Balls and Grass Jelly. Their shaved ice with taro balls and grass jelly is great. Donghai Guabao serves guabao in many flavors, such as chicken leg fillet, beef, pork belly, and lean meat. You can also add an egg with the bun. Other types of cheap and delicious food can also be found in the shopping district, such as sweet potato balls, octopus balls, and large chicken fillets. There are also many drink stands and tea shops for visitors to choose from. Nothing feels better than to shop and eat at the same time. Just hearing about the different Taiwanese snacks is making my mouth water. I'm a huge fan of local Taiwanese food, so I think I'm going to head there right after I end this video. So let's just quit watching now, head out, and stuff our faces. See ya!